is so soppy. Hey, buddy.
Oh, the rain. Is your little brother in here, dude? Sprucers! Herc just wants a stuffy.
Hey, buddy. Can I get in there and let him out? Thank you. Goodness.
Where's my milk? Milk, milk. And there goes Steffi.
Every time.
It's not terrible, but I do think it may have blown in a little bit from the back, which way it was raining, like up there on the camper. That's why his hindquarters are kind of wet. But for the most part, it's not bad. Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out. We'll keep it super quick because Spruce is trying to break down into Goatville and we got to go down there with him.
It's his first adventure down there without us. Well,
Yep.
It's his first adventure down there, period.
Yeah, we've been trying to keep him out of it. We did have a pretty big storm roll through last night that we weren't really ready for. I think we've had rain in the forecast for the past 2 or 3 days, and we have 4 more days in advance, but this one blew in pretty quick, pretty hard, and like I said, it was an alarming wake up at about 2:30 or 3 o'clock this morning.
I feel like I slept through it all.
I slept through more of it than I anticipated. It was kind of peaceful.
Yeah.
And I checked the cameras and all of my structures just holding strong.
Good job, babe.
That means I can go back to sleep whenever it's blowing through. All right, well, let's go take a look and see what the little guy thinks of Goatville. And then we got a little bit of cleaning up to do, and I'm gonna try to get some work done today. The goats have a need, and I wanna spoil them.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of need, got the need for speed over here, Mr. Spruce Lee. What you think? Oh boy, Mama doesn't.
Oh,
yeah,
Mama doesn't want you up there.
He knows better.
Well,
And then he tries to tattle on her.
she told you. Sorry.
I was just gonna come up there and hang out. Well, okay. Okay. Mama, no, okay.
Oh.
I think that might be the first time anybody's stood up to him like that. Herc won't let the boys do it, even though they want to. We got some comments on the last one. I know. You think it's sad, and you think he's mean to Blue, but it's really just a misunderstanding. They're working on their communication. He's working on making sure she knows he has a job to do, and he will do it.
It's just acclimating still.
Yeah. And
She has to accept him so that he'll accept her.
yeah, he doesn't hurt her, and she gets to come up here and do things with us. It's not like she's down there all day.
Hi, pretty girl. You don't like this little sprucers trying to get up here on your spot, do you?
She's really chilled out.
Yeah.
She came up to me yesterday and did pull the Mario, walked right up next to me and just laid her head against my leg like, hey,
Really?
could you scratch me for a while?
Are you at the point where you're craving some attention?
She says, I'm starting to trust you people. And I like my head scratched. And her belly.
That feel good?
Hey, what's everybody doing over here?
Mario's like, hey, if you're gonna pay attention to somebody, could you pay attention to me, please?
Could you just open that gate for me and I'll go eat your grass? Is that what you're trying to say, buddy?
Attention.
I mean, I know it. Mama's picking up on your attention tricks, isn't she? Her horns aren't quite as big as yours. I gotta be careful not to break my wrist. I know. You just do it because you like to scratch it, don't you?
They're definitely enjoying being able to be outside of the shelters today because yesterday we came down and it was raining all morning long. I sat in the spruce hut for probably an hour with Spruce with my umbrella propped up over us, and all these guys were in their shelters. So I think they're super happy to be able to roam around today.
Yeah. Only thing is, we've talked about this. We always make jokes. When I finish a new shelter, if I get in trouble, then I go out to one of the new shelters. However, when it's pouring down rain and we have to come take care of the animals, Shannon got the dry animal in the dry shelter. I got the soaking wet dog who doesn't feel rain, and he was covered in mud, and I was cuddling with him, and we just decided, yep, we're gonna be soaking wet together. So she gets the shelters when, you know, they benefit her, and I get them when they benefit her. Is that how that works?
Well, you know.
Yes, it does.
What do you think, little guy? You got some energy to burn today?
Yeah, do you mind can I get some work done today that's not around goat sitting?
Oh!
Oh, mama.
I think
He
she said no.
doesn't fully understand backing down yet. Even when he annoys Herc a little bit and he gets the growls, he'll keep pushing Herc's buttons a little bit.
You're gonna have to learn. There's a pecking order, and you're not at the top.
He says, Mom, I'm not a chicken. I prefer a slamming order.
I love the little tail wag.
Oh, he's in it to win it. Oh, mama. Spruce, you gotta take that as a sign. That should, yeah, Herc says, you don't want to be on my bad list, mama.
The funny thing is she's the one in here knocking Spruce around, and he's out there, like, prowling on Blue and Mario.
I know, they communicate a, completely different way. Like, Herc may know that mama wasn't trying to really put the hurt on him, but he knows that Spruce was in her face. Because he does that to you, doesn't he, buddy? Yeah, but you're a little more patient, aren't you? Ouija's smart enough to know to just stand there next to Mario, and Mario will bring it home. Well, Spruce is still learning the electric fence, apparently. At least the one time in here. And he doesn't love it, so he's up there hiding with Hercules, which is fine because I wanted to take a look at Goatville. Because the rain came through last night and we've had it the last few days, I was really curious, what does Goatville look like now? Because you guys know we've been working on getting the goats out and having them graze outside of their pen, which is what we call Goatville. And this is all that coralberry we talked about. That is untouched coralberry, and this is what they've turned it into. So they've done exactly what I wanted them to do. And if you notice, at least with the rain and of course them staying up in the shelter, it's starting to come back just a little bit, which is what I like. Problem is, I'm gonna have to come back. I don't know how many times I'm gonna talk about it before I actually do it, but I am dreading it. Gotta keep the weeds and the intruders off the fence line, Mr. Turtle. Oh boy, yeah, I felt that one. Hey, you can get shocked through turtle shells, and this poor little turtle.
Oh no, did he just get shocked?
Well, you mean, did I just get shocked? Yeah, I
Oh,
sure
you got
did.
shocked?
No, it's okay, the turtle's fine. No, the turtle's who
Are
we're
you
concerned.
okay?
That's fine, it's all the turtle. No big deal, I just soiled myself a little bit, but no big deal, it's fine.
I was trying to keep Spruce away from the fence while he came down here.
This turtle don't know what to think.
Did he get shocked too?
I'm certain of it. If it
Was he under the fence?
Yeah, he was up against it and I grabbed him and it went through him and me.
Ooh.
However, buddy, I need you to go away from the fence. Don't do this. Which way are you facing? Man, I'm not gonna be able to set him down without shocking myself.
We've seen a lot of turtles lately.
I know. And they all be trying to cross the road. And you gotta try to split them with your tires or else you're that person.
I don't want to be that person.
Don't smash turtles intentionally. Get out and save them. Why not? Ouija, that's that coralberry, buddy. What do you think? You're pretty happy with it, aren't you?
He says I need more to grow though.
Well, that's the thing. It comes back really quickly. It's just you aren't going to get it back to this while we have active goats in here, you know?
It's just that they eat it really quickly.
I'm happy about that. I really want that. In fact, I've been trying to figure out, you know, Mama is a smaller goat than these others, just her frame in general, but, you know, they all eat pretty much the same amount of feed when I feed them. Obviously, when they're grazing, they're going to be more inclined to graze what they want or what they can manage. So I don't want to fluff her up too much, but I'm also concerned if she's pregnant, maybe she's extra hungry.
Oh!
Nobody's hungry after Hercules just threw up on my foot.
You okay, buddy?
Did you get it, big guy?
Are you okay?
Yeah, that bite didn't want to stay down, did it? I love how they follow us through here. They play like they don't care.
He's
Oh,
like,
Blue.
I'm watching you, Mario.
Oh, pretty lady up the hill. She'll come down, folks. I know. We just want to be real with you, you know? We don't want to, I'm not going to fake it and say that Blue gets along with Hercules as well as Luigi does, because she's still newer to the herd.
It's getting better.
It is getting much better. Hey, I found yesterday when I was coming through here, so these are their trails, primarily the ones that aren't dug super deep like this one. These are Herc's. Well, when Herc just takes off and comes down here to do his rounds, he has literally made his paths go right by what are, I don't know, old groundhog dens or, you know, rabbits. I think we see rabbits shoot out of them a lot. Raccoons could get in there. I have no idea how deep they are or how interconnected they are, but he knows they're here and he comes out and checks every single one of them multiple times throughout the day. And we've seen him chase a rabbit out of one time. It was funny. You just get nervous when the rabbit heads for the fence. But Herc stops. He knows.
He says, I want to try this coral berry stuff.
Atta boy. Hey, yo, Mario. What you doing, man? It's my Mario. Yeah, just don't mess with me while I'm out here. Oh. He's looking for a tree to push down. So, that's your update on Goatville and the greenery in it. They come out of the pen right up there. They like to walk over here unless I bring them down the way we did. And then they will go and graze down there for however long till they're full and it's time to come up for naps. So this is the path they all use. So the ones that Herc has that are just his, they're not quite as defined, but these goats, man, when they get in a habit and they come through a certain way, they keep with it. This is probably our most prominent trail through here.
And I actually like it that they do this because then it gives us a little path as well.
It does, yeah.
Come here, Spruce.
Look, he right to the path. He already knows what to do. They have that one that veers off and goes up there because that's where that evergreen was that they've pretty much annihilated. And that's also where they'll come spy up the hill. But yeah, comes right down here. Sometimes they'll split off over there. Sometimes they'll split off over here to the right of this one. It's pretty fun.
He found a new playground.
It's big stuff right there. Somebody's apologizing for yesterday.
Aww. What do you think of this new playground, Spruce?
I like it, but it's a little slippery.
What's that about? Oh.
He says, I got this. I'm a ninja.
Well, it's actually pretty cool. The other goats have walked on this and chewed on this enough that it's kind of roughed it up. I don't know if that's why they do it, but that's why he was able to stick the landing right there,
Yeah.
as opposed to where it's slick. I've seen both Mama and Blue lay on this log when the boys are down there a little further.
Oh, really?
Yep. They'll get up in that little pocket right there. And I saw Blue up against one of the knots down there.
He says, I like this.
So psychologically, we're kind of just trying to teach the goats, you know, this is a place they can come any time of day and graze. And obviously we've got them fenced in and everybody's protected and safe with Hercules. But when we are administering a hangout session, we can take them out of here and they can graze elsewhere. And it's going well, it just takes time, like anything else with them.
Oh, yeah. Well, and kind of teaching them where they can and can't go. You
Right,
know?
encouraging. We're really trying to encourage them to go to places where I don't want to weed eat. I want them to eat. Now, Ouija?
Yeah, be nice.
Huh?
Big and tough.
I'm real tough until he leans in. Oh no. Oh crud, there's the other one.
Herc, you're not seeing this, bud. Attaboy.
Way to stick the landing.
Yeah, just get out of there.
So another thing too that people have been concerned about is, you know, them having rocks and stuff to walk on to keep their hooves trimmed short. And we have no shortage of rocks out here, trust me.
Yeah.
They have plenty of rocks to walk on, and
I would
keep their
donate
hooves.
rocks if somebody else does have a shortage. I've got more
But
than
you
I
have
want.
to come get them yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm not putting them together for you. Whoa, I'm tripping on them now.
Careful.
But yeah, no, you're exactly right. This will keep their hooves trimmed, and I keep an eye on them because that was something I watched another YouTuber on how to do that and when to do that, and I would love it if the rocks would keep their hooves trimmed for us.
Yeah, I would like to not have to worry about that. Look, everybody's coming down. I was standing under a tree a minute ago and Mario jumped up against it and knocked all the water off the
Yeah.
leaves onto me.
He just about did with this one, but further, we were out of it, thankfully.
I think he found his new playground. He is loving this.
Yeah, he really is. And that's actually really good to see. He's always got to put some finesse on it. Missed it. Good job. Nice aversion. It looked like you meant to.
Oh, I meant to do that.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Of course you did. Da dee 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 dee. Not ready for the tightrope.
Gotta go for the big one still. It's so funny to watch him explore new areas and learn new things.
Yeah. He says, but not too far from you guys.
We're right here.
See, I've thought about bringing another playground of sorts, or at least kind of a hangout place down here with pallets, just kind of stack them up, nothing fancy. I mean, they have all these logs and everything, and I think they enjoy them, but sometimes I believe they want a flat surface to lay on. My only concern is this is so much further down in elevation that I don't know if this would be a place they would want.
Yeah, because they like to be up high.
Yeah, and I don't really, I can't bring equipment in here. I didn't give us a service entrance through the electric fence. So I don't really have a way to bring anything in to give myself a level place over here. And, in all actuality, I could just drag some of our other dead trees over and then take the tractor and throw them over the fence. And
That's true.
just drag them out here so they've got more to play on.
Well, I think that we have enough trees in here that if we just rearrange them a little bit to make it more of a playground, it'll be fine. I mean, there's trees up there that can be drug out,
Yeah.
Hey, maybe this would be a good place to build a swinging bridge.
I'd be down for that. Whoops.
They all know when Mario goes to a tree, they're like, okay, everybody circle around.
When's it coming? He's gonna bring something down.
She's got her foot on that vine.
Well, she is still, in my opinion, she's the most experienced, successful grazer we have. Mario's the brute force that knows how to get it done, but she can do it with a little finesse. He's walking around.
He's like, Spruce, you
play?
go where I tell you to go.
You want to play, Spruce? Oh,
I didn't realize that this little evergreen tree was here. They have done some work on this.
Poor little Christmas tree.
No kidding. It is basically a goner.
Man, look at his black lines all the way up his body when he's standing up like that. He's got his little feet crossed. What a goober.
Yeah, you don't really get to see the coloring on him very often.
Not like that. You can see how his little white swoops underneath his belly.
Yep.
I was noticing that the other day, but I really like those black lines and how it comes down his mane.
So defined.
Yep. So, to help with some of the animosity and some of the, Mario running off one of the girls from the feeder and things like that, I've decided I love that hay feeder that we have in the shelter. However, it's not very conducive of 4 goats eating from it at the same time, let alone when Spruce tries to throw his head in there, having all 5 of them around it.
Yeah, it was fine when it was just the 2 of them.
Yeah. Well, and of course, do they always all eat hay at the same time? Yeah. Yeah, one of them eats hay and they're like, hey, that's a good idea. I didn't know I wanted it. And they all mosey over together. So I have been looking up some DIY hay feeders, and I think they can be very straightforward. So I've got a lot of scrap wood. I've got some ideas, and I'm going to try to put together another hay feeder that will have a little more 360-degree access so that they aren't running each other off and causing little quarrels here and there.
I think that's a great idea.
Because we don't spoil them enough as it is.
Well, it wouldn't be Shady Acres if they weren't spoiled.
Yeah. Hey, did you know that I did work on the shed just a little bit?
Huh.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Cleaned it up a little bit and started working on finalizing the siding stuff.
Oh, okay.
So we're making more progress there. I do want to call that thing finished one day.
Me too.
It might be in 2 years, but it will be finished.
Hopefully not 2 years.
You don't even have to teach him.
The infamous walk.
Don't even have to teach him. All the other goats do it. Why wouldn't he?
Uh-oh.
Ouija says you better hurry up,
Ouija's
bud.
gonna push him.
There's a speed you gotta have on here. He just taps him with his nose. Good job, Ouija. Mom will shove him, yeah. All right, so we were talking about where we were gonna put the feeder, the new hay feeder. We were talking about how we were gonna build it and all of that good stuff. And then it dawned on me, all of our dry lumber is allocated to other projects. So the scrap wood that I was gonna use to build it is all wet. And I don't know if I'm making excuses or if I'm being realistic. You don't want to build when your wood is soaking wet. I mean, it literally just stopped raining like at sunup this morning. So I was talking to Shannon's dad about the shed work that we're doing, getting those planks, the siding down up against the building a little better. And I've got some that are twisted and warped. Those may be easier and better to maneuver while they're wet. So I think that's what we're going to switch over to and do that today.
Does that mean I get to set some things on fire?
Possibly.
Give it a little burn look?
If we don't get it too wet.
Okay.
It depends. We can at least get them stapled down so that it's ready to start burning. And if the sun will stay out, then yes, maybe later this evening we can do some burning.
Awesome. So we're super close to getting the outside of the shed done. But Kyle, do you want to kind of tell them what it is that we need to do to finish it out?
Yeah, if you guys don't know, or if you literally just found our channel, I loathe wasps.
I thought they were your favorite.
Basically anything that flies and stings or bites, but I'm getting better with bees. But wasps, and they love our buildings out here. So what I'm a little fearful of, I don't want them getting in behind these panels and building a nest, nor do I want these panels over time warping because they're not secured at the base, just up at the top. So right here is a prime example. You see the crack here, the spacing we have underneath this piece of siding and the wall.
It's a pretty big gap.
Yeah, and that one will be a pretty straightforward press down, and then I can staple, and it'll be fine. So those are pretty easy. Where I run into the bigger problems are, well, like this one right here. You see how it's pretty tight over here on the bottom? Mm-hmm. But over here, we're standing off a good, I don't know, 1/2 inch or 3/8 of an inch. I can't just push that down because that board is actually twisted or warped a little bit. So with these, my plan, what we're gonna try is to get this wet. And I don't know how wet it's gonna have to be, if it's soaked or what, and see if it'll be a little more malleable. And then I'll try the staples. And if the staples don't work, I'm probably gonna have to switch to some very strategically placed screws. and try to get it down to the actual OSB. I really don't want any of the house wrap showing, and I think it'll look better if we get all these tightly up against the building.
Oh yeah, I agree. And it'll keep the wasps from making their nests.
Okay, let's get it done. This guy, if he hears us close the camper door up there, the noises he makes, he screams, "Mom! Dad!" He really does. I kid you not. Is it feeding time, little guy?
Are you hungry or something?
We got to get you drinking out of a bowl, so we're going to try something today, okay? Are you okay with that? Herc's going to try our fly trap. This was actually sent to us by one of you guys. We're really looking forward to this because we are fighting the flies down here very, very hard. I've got 2 traps up there, but this one you get to put some, what is it?
We put pineapple juice in it. You can put any fruit juice in it, but I put pineapple juice because I'm getting ready to make teriyaki sauce, so that's what I had on hand.
So it's a dual purpose bottle of pineapple juice. So I'm gonna get this hung up, and Shannon is gonna try a little trick with the guy to get him to drink out of a water bowl.
Well, we'll see, hopefully.
Hopefully. We are making progress on the shed, guys. We still got plenty to do, so you're not gonna see that yet. We're just gonna keep working on it and hopefully have it done.
Yep.
Who doesn't wanna watch this guy more anyway? All right, little guy, we can't be feeding and watering you by bottle all your life, so you gotta learn how to drink out of a water bowl, okay? Mama learned something. I can hear you still. Oh, yeah.
Are you still thirsty?
How much milk did you just drink?
All of it?
Yeah. So what do you got, babe?
Okay, so I read that to get goats to drink water out of a bowl, you can mix a little bit of molasses with water. So this looks like sweet tea, or just tea, but we're gonna see if it works.
Sweet tea, because that's primarily
sweet
what you
tea,
go for.
Sweet tea, because that's what I go for.
Uh-huh. What do you think, bud? How about some molasses water? Will you drink out of a bowl for us so we don't have to come down and give you a bottle every time it's time for you to so much as drink?
Yeah, it's not really good for you to drink water out of a bottle all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, come here. Sprucers.
What? Are you still milk drunk?
He says, well, I did just drink a whole bottle.
You want to try some molasses water? Come here. Smell that.
Come here.
What's that? Get out of my face. You can leave.
You may try. Ooh, what's a wasp? Sorry. Good shot.
Got him. Man, he had a death wish, didn't he?
Good job.
Thanks. Those are real goosebumps, people. But check out, did you see that reaction time? Went for the hat instead of the hand because you get stung on the hand.
Good job.
My heart's heart's racing, little guy. Hey man, come here.
So I think we might try, stick your fingers in it and then stick your fingers in his mouth, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Maybe he's just going to go for it. Good job. Hey, little guy. What do you think of that? Can you go for more? Hey, right here. Right here. He's like, Dad, can I stand on your back?
Yeah, of course. But you gotta drink some of your water first.
Right here. There you go. You gotta open your mouth when you stick your face in there.
This is gonna take a little bit of work, isn't it, buddy?
Oh, yeah. The problem is, too, Herc usually comes in and drinks his water, so we're gonna have to kind of keep Herc out of his water.
Yeah, Herc will chug that in 2 seconds flat.
I wonder if I should put a little bit in a bottle for him.
No.
Okay.
No. That's like working backwards.
Well, I just was trying to figure it out, how to get him to drink. I don't know. I've never taught an animal how to drink before.
Yeah. I think if we just don't give him a bottle of water for a minute, he'll figure it out pretty quick.
That's my shirt you're eating. You gonna figure out how to drink this water? That's a good boy.
Oh. Still learning. It's funny because with the big goats, what are we doing here? Do you like my hat? You going for my hat? So when the big goats drink, you can literally stand there and listen. Can I help you?
He says, I want to be a part of this conversation.
Well, this is the same hat that I do this with Mario, and Mario and Luigi both will nibble on the bill, and I don't know why I let him do it, but it's kind of cute. Don't hit me. You got horns?
His little horns do hurt now whenever he hits.
They don't hurt, do they? I mean, yeah, they do. They hurt real bad.
He says, yeah, I'm big and tough, Dad.
Big goat, yeah, big goat. You're gonna fall, man. You know, if you drank more of that water, you wouldn't fall. I'm just making stuff up. So yeah, when the big goats drink though, it's actually kind of cute. Like Mario, for instance, is the one that probably does it the most pronounced, but like they straighten out their neck and stick their faces down in the water and make that beautiful face that Mario makes when he's courting Mama. And it sounds like a big straw.
Yeah, it's like they slurp it up instead of actually.
Buddy, I know you don't love
using
this,
their
but
tongue.
I'm afraid. Will you
Tick check?
check? Yeah. Sorry, a little intermission for tick check and removal. That's the next thing. We've been talking about it, and I know that there's like some garlic-based treats. And of course, you can get real garlic and not too much, but mix that in with their diet or whatever. But I think we're just going to cheat and try to get something with a little bit of garlic in it, either treats or food or something, and mix it up
Or
with
like
their
a salt block.
or a salt block that has it. And then that way, when they ingest it, of course, you sweat it, your skin breathes it, and allegedly ticks don't like it. But as you guys know, we have plenty of ticks out here.
Yeah, this little guy has a couple bites already that we're trying to tend to.
So does this big guy, in places. Tick bites in places. Yesterday was, I don't know what was so special about yesterday, but I got nailed.
We both picked a bunch of ticks off yesterday.
Yeah, and I had one on the bottom of my foot, literally in the arch of my foot, and I'm driving down the interstate, and I'm like, I can't do anything about it. It itches. I'm super ticklish on my feet. Think of how I am with wasps. I'm that way with my feet. Don't touch my feet. Don't look at my feet. Don't tease me. Shannon knows. And I had a tick right on the bottom of my foot, so I had to pull off the interstate, pull over, lose the boot, lose the sock, and it itches really bad today. So we've got some stuff to put on it, but I'm concerned for these guys is they can't do anything about their ticks. So they get on there and do what ticks do and grow, and so we try to keep an eye on it, and especially with this little guy, we don't want, I don't know, is it worth some little goats, or are we just playing favorites? He says, you're playing favorites.
We check them on the big goats too.
We do, yep. Yeah, got that one off of Blue's right off of her face, man. She's got the longer fur, so they're hard to find. But,
yeah.
Well, I think this is going to be a success. That is definitely the closest he's gotten to taking a full drink out of a bowl.
I agree.
Hey,
Do you want to tell them about it?
Hey, camera. Hi, people of YouTube.
Do you want to tell them if you like the water or not?
It's pretty good.
Okay, put the camera down and hold me.
Well, he's now officially, he can drive the mower, he can drive the four-wheeler. We got to turn him into a truck goat. Would you go for truck rides in the bed of the truck? And let your ears flap in the wind?
We probably could put a leash on him and take him to the store with us. Like Tractor Supply in Atwoods.
I was going to say, I think you got to be selective. People are going to be like, that's a funny looking dog. All right, well, we will let you know how this goes. So if you're raising a bottle baby goat, or if you ever have before and you've got other tricks, let us know what they are. We would greatly appreciate it, because
I need this guy to drink water on his own.
he's doing it. I mean, he's sticking his face in it. He just got to, don't do that now. Sorry, no, wasn't as ready for that wasp. Yeah, so he's dipping his lips in it and tasting it, but maybe he's got to watch the big goats as to how to make that goat straw out of his mouth and neck.
That could be.
So you're gonna make me go back up and finish the shed now, aren't you?
At least work on it.
Okay, I'll take it. Boy, it's hot and humid out here today, guys, but it's a nice break from the rain. I got a little more mowing and weed eating to do, and I'm gonna see if I can get the goats to help me a bit. We'll let you know how this goes, and thank you again to the viewer that sent the fly trap that we just hung in the goat shelter. We'll show you that once it's full and nasty, because I'm sure it won't take but a couple hours.
I hope it works.
I hope so too. Well, thank you guys so much. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. We hope you all are getting decent weather and not too bad of storms. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye. Does that feel good, Sprucers?